Hey everybody, this is Dan, more old stuff. I went to an auction last weekend, got some buys. It was kind of an antique collectibles auction, or a kind of a country auction actually, from a museum. So I got a lot of, I got a pallet of Model T parts, and these are fenders off of, from what I can tell so far, I believe this fender here, it's got a headlight on it actually. It's from like a 1917. Got a little paint on it. I'll take them out of here. Got another front fender. I got two back fenders, and I have two complete hoods that fold up so they're hinged. So there's like 4 sections. And then I got this wagon wheel. I actually got 2 wagon wheels. I've already taken one. It was in my truck, dropped it off at my antique booth space. That's all I had room for, about one more. So I got this wagon wheel. I'm gonna unload all this. These are actually they're called splash aprons. They actually fit, and I'm gonna lay them out here in a second. You'll see kind of what they look like, but they're splash aprons. They go under the fender, and they end up kind of behind the wheels so that water from the wheels won't splash up onto the chassis of the car. A lot of them, the chassis had wood parts in there and stuff, so it just keeps the water off of them. This one's got a little crinkle in it. Probably the more valuable things are the rear fenders. The rear fenders look like they're from like 1924 to 26, but they're used primarily for roadsters. Guys that are restoring and building roadsters, and they want original parts, so they'll put the use the rear fenders. The front fenders, I'm not sure, would be probably more for restoring Model Ts of that year. And then the hoods, of course, maybe the same. But I always buy this stuff as yard art. In some cases, the hoods, I've had hoods before, Model T hoods that I've resold, and you know, I do pretty good on them. But this was taking a chance. I bought a whole pallet. So I am going, my plan here is I'm going to sell these on Craigslist and possibly eBay local pickup with an option for shipping. And I'm going to, when I get them out of here, I'm going to do some measurements and kind of see where I'm at with size and weight. I'm going to weigh them and measure them, figure out, kind of get an idea how I can box them. I've had some of the people that have shipped this stuff before have told me how they've done it. And if I get an idea for the weight and everything and the size, I may offer optional shipping, and with a local pickup and optional shipping, and of course the buyer's going to pay for all the shipping expense or whatever. I'm also going to check into a local UPS store, what they charge for something like this, just the basic fee for like packing it up and everything, because I want to be able to just drop it off and say take care of it, see what that cost, versus me boxing it up and then taking it to US Postal or whatever. I know there's other options. There's Greyhound bus lines, which takes longer, but it's supposedly a lot less expensive. I still have to get it crated or boxed, and these things are pretty durable. I think they could withstand a box with a lot of bubble wrap and boxing. I think would be good. So I'm going to need 2 hands. Give me a minute. I'm going to lay these out because I'm going to start taking some pictures, and see you in a minute. So got them unloaded, did a little inventory here. So what I have is, I have three front fenders. I have 2 rights and 1 left side. One of the right side fenders is really cool because it has a headlight with the bracket. It's still attached. As you can see here, it's actually in pretty good shape. There's no dents except for there's underneath this little edge, which can be fixed easily. There's a little split right there in the seam. But other than that, there's a little indentation right here. That could be hammered out, but it's there was still some remnants of original paint on this, so it's not that far gone. Yeah, it's got a lot of metal to it, so it can be, you know, blasted down and primed over a bunch of times to get the pittings out of it, and should be good to go. These are the aprons I told you about. These are the aprons that run along the side. And let's see if I can reconstruct this. So this would be, I'm sorry, this is the, yeah, this is the right side fender. And I believe this is the left side apron. And the way it goes, it's kind of like this. So not exactly, but standing up on end a little more. But so this kind of goes behind the front wheel to keep water from splashing. This comes out, and then a running board comes out from here. So the running board will come out off of that, and then that'll mount up. If you look at pictures of like 1917, I found some pictures 1917 Ford Model Ts. You'll see that piece in there, but anyhow. And I'm gonna take pictures. I've already got that one done. Take picture of the apron. This one apron has a dent right here. It's a little funky. These are two rear fenders, left and right. They match the same pattern. This little pattern here matches that, so I'm assuming these are all the same year. So it's so weird because I'm not an expert at this, but I've found 1917 parts that match this. I've seen these called 1924 to 26 parts, and these are the ones that they use in hot rods. The rear wheels. These are the other two fenders. My broom take them out yet. And this is another right and a left, and it's got a little dent on the top. Again, it's not rusted through anywhere. It still has some of the original paint left on it. This one, little dent right here. The reason why I think there's a dent here on every single one of these is the headlight comes out to about here. It comes up, well, it's down in there kind of, but it's just weird that every one of these have a dent right there. I'm wondering if there was something, or if that's just the top of the fender and that's the weak spot. I don't know. Oh wait, there's a bracket underneath. I wonder if that bracket has something to do with that. Anyhow, yeah, this bracket is the bracket. It goes down a bar that goes down and headlight comes out here. And then I got some hoods. I got this one. Well, this is the better of the two. This is the top part. So this one I laid out. Let's see if I can back this off a little better. Laid this out, so that's the sides. The two middle sections are the top, and then this wraps around the engine. Then you lift the sides to do work on the inside, but then the top parts, it lifts double up so you can get to the top part of the engine. So there's basically four sections here. This is in good shape. It's got some modern hardware on hinges. The hinges have been replaced with modern hinges. So I mean, it's usable right now actually, and there's no major, just basically paint chips. So it looks like it's been repainted. There's some flat and several coats of different kind of paint on this, but I think that some rust, but there's no rust holes through it. This is just the top piece of a hood, so similar to those two sections right there. That's what this is. Now this one might be a different model. Maybe not. The curve is not as steep on these sides as that is. It's not curved as steep. So I'm thinking this might be a different model, different year than that one is. And I have this other hood, which is pretty rusted out, but it's a full hood, same as that black one. laid it over here and tried to dust off the cobwebs, but it's got some pretty big holes in it. Here it's got an area with a bunch of holes, and then the hinge in the middle is a little is broken and rusted out. So this is probably going to become yard art. This one I'll take to my mall space. I'll throw probably 50 bucks on it and see what happens. I've had these before, these full hoods that have been rusted out like this. So that's probably the worst part in the whole lot, because as you can see, these wheels have been painted, so they have some protection. The fenders, and there's still a little bit of remnants of original paint on these guys. So I don't know. I think we're about to see what's going to happen here. So I'm taking pictures right now. I'll be putting them on Craigslist, and I will be putting them on probably on. I'm gonna experiment with one or two of these on eBay for a local pickup. See what kind of a hit I get on that, and anyone watching this video interested in it, message me here on YouTube, and we can talk, because I'm in the San Diego area, Southern California, and I'm willing to work with you for shipping too, if you need it shipped to you. So we'll figure out the best way to get it shipped and best cost-effective way to do it. And if anybody's interested in any of these parts, just send me a message. I'll get it to my email. Alrighty. Thanks, guys. Keep picking. Keep finding the good rusty stuff.